let's talk about me quitting junk removal. I want to talk about the live virtual junk event followed by the in-person event. This will be a live streaming event that's on my YouTube channel. This is not just going to be any junk removal event. This is going to be the junk removal event of the century, of the decade. Dispatch will be going in beta, so this is going to be a software announcement to let you guys know the software's out, talk about the software, why we're different than everybody else, and why I'm so excited to bring this junk removal software to you guys. It is going to be the CRM FSM that changes everything. It's going to help you grow, manage, and scale your business. I am very excited to share this software, but what I want to talk about, what else is in this event, guys, is I'm going to be dropping some insane content in this event. It might be just as good as my course, if not better. And I really don't want to stress enough, guys, that you make the live virtual event, because if you make the live virtual event, you are eligible for the giveaway and all of the goodies that I'm going to be giving away. A lot of stuff. One of the things I'm going to be giving away is a brand new dump trailer. Somewhere between $10,000 and $15,000 brand new dump trailer, and we're going to give it away live. This is not a sales pitch course. There's nothing to sell. Everything is going to be given for free. And of course, my software, there will be a free trial and all that stuff too. But all the goodies and content, the dump trailer, possibly a truck, for free. No catches, no gimmicks, no nothing. I won't announce the speakers just yet. I'll wait till we get closer. The live event will probably take around 12 p.m. And then the live event will probably be around 4 or 5 p.m. in person in Los Angeles, close to me, where we can all mingle for a few hours, get to know each other, talk, discuss strategies, and just shoot the shit. I hope tons of you make it to the live virtual event. And if you happen to be close by, somewhere in California, I hope you make the in-person event. I'm thinking this is gonna change the home services industry completely, but definitely the junk removal industry. I am very passionate about junk removal because I have been doing it, so this is very close to my heart. So I am going to disrupt the junk removal industry. So please register for the live event so you can be notified, you can get updates, and you don't miss it. It is going to be incredible. What up, guys? Diet Pepsi. They didn't have Diet Coke. So as you can tell from the title, we have some stuff to talk about. This is not clickbait. It's over dramatic, but it's not clickbait. Let's talk about me quitting junk removal. Wow, I haven't said this yet, but those words coming out of my mouth, and I've been debating when I was gonna make this video, and I wanted to make it as soon as possible because the company sold 2 weeks ago. And I was debating, how long do I wait till I make this announcement? Do I time it with the launch of my software? Do I time it on the new year, which is pretty much right now? The reason I decided to do it now is because I want to be honest moving forward with my plans. And I think all of you will understand why. If you've been watching my content for the last year, you know why. I had a couple options. Keep running the business as is, and keep growing it, let the office manager do it, collect the cash flow. Okay, we're gonna talk about that in a minute. Let's start with the why. And I don't want this to be too melodramatic. We all know the main reason why. I have a new focus, okay? I just wanna get that out clear. I am still here, guys. I am not going anywhere, but I am out of the industry. As of December 15th, the company has been sold for a very good amount. I could have gotten a lot more if I was in business for longer. And this is gonna be another video. I have been saying in past videos, I'm going to show my tax returns. I'm going to show everything. And I'm excited now that I finally can. But for now, let's talk about the why. Since day one of this YouTube channel, I have said, my name's Andrew. I started a junk removal business as a stepping stone to return to my passion of technology and apps. From day one, I was honest with my intentions. But one thing I do want to also mention is when you watch the first video that I've ever posted here from programmer to trash man, is I was in a situation where junk removal saved my life. And it did. I discovered the other YouTubers like Matt and JoJo, Ricardo, Steezy, Steve Conroy was one of them. I can go on and on. I researched a lot. But it was junk removal that got me where I am. And I will forever be grateful. Junk removal is in my heart forever. I have been in junk removal for 2 years and 4 months as of December 15th. I grew my channel, 2 million gross sales. If you followed my journey at all, I'm proud to say that I cracked 2 million in sales, 1 million each year, and I was able to sell the business for a profit, walk away with a business sold, legal, like the real way. Financial statements, escrow took forever, multiple buyers trying to go through SBA loans and finding a cash buyer. It was a process. But junk removal was what got me to where I am now. Somewhere around 1 year into junk removal, I was like, why would I go back to programming my travel app? I don't know the exact time, but it was a while ago. I remember the moment I was in the steam room at Equinox Gym in Marina Del Rey. I was in the steam room meditating, not like, but just like sitting there, focusing on my breath, whatever. And it hit me. And I was like, oh my God, I complain about this software all the time. It's broken here. I'm going to fix this. And at that time, I was committed to going back to Gypsy. Like see the world. I had this really cool idea for a travel app. And it hit me. My app that I'm working on is experimental. The thing with founders, entrepreneurs and business owners, whatever, entrepreneurs have to believe in themselves, right? They have to, in order to take the invisible and make it visible. That is like their art, so to speak. I always had this sense of doubt, which is normal. And that's another healthy thing, is you think you're amazing and you're going to crush it and you have these grand ideas. But a part of you is also worried, which is what inspires you to keep trying so hard. That is like the struggle with entrepreneurship. You have so much insecurity, but you have so much overinflated ego. That's probably just humans in general, but with entrepreneurs, I feel like there's this over sense of pride dominating, and you have to build an empire. And there's a great book, The E-Myth. I haven't read it in a very long time, but some people are technicians, some people are managers, some people are entrepreneurs. And I had this vision for Gypsy, and part of me was worried that it wasn't going to work. And I've already failed through COVID. COVID definitely didn't help, but people were still traveling. So part of me was discouraged. And then when it hit me with House Call Pro, Workies, and Jobber, and I was like, wow, I can build something better. I got excited for the first time in a long time. I would keep pretending that I was excited to go back to Gypsy, but in reality, I was worried. For the first time, I got excited and I was like, holy shit, I can build something that I know I can build that people will love. It's not experimental with some travel app where I have to convince customers, consumers, B2C, business to consumer. It's a lot harder to sell an expensive product to consumers than it is to sell a product to business owners, because business owners will try anything if they think that tool will help them and help their business grow. It's why VCs love investing in B2B SaaS products. Business to business, you sell business to businesses, you sell products for businesses. So I'm a business selling to a business, if you don't know what B2B is. And SaaS, software as a service. And these companies generally in the VC world, in the tech world, Silicon Valley, the valuation of SaaS companies are multiples of 10 to 30x. It's ridiculous. If you make 10 million a year, your SaaS product is most likely worth 100 million, which is insane. If you make 100 million a year, you are now a $1 billion company. But anyways, guys, to kind of pull this all together, we're unpacking a lot, and I feel like you guys deserve it, and I feel like maybe you guys want to hear this, maybe you don't, but I feel like I really want to talk about this because I feel a little emotional, like leaving junk removal, because this is like, yeah, I'm gonna tear up. But, damn. I'm not usually this emotional. But anyways, wow, I lost my train of thought. I got so emotional right there. So guys, I got really excited about building the software because I have been an engineer since the age of 10. Made a bunch of money by the time I was 18, dropped out of high school, built some stuff for MySpace, made a bunch of money, took a little 10-year break from programming, got back into it. So it has been my plan since day one of coming up with this idea, from a year ago to starting this YouTube channel. I did not start posting on YouTube until I was a year into the business. I think I was doing 40, 50 grand a month. 1 year in, I think I was getting my second truck. If you go to the very beginning of my videos, I did not start posting on YouTube until I had a year of experience, and I was crushing it within that year, running Google ads. And when I started this YouTube channel, I made an every single video stepping stone to get back to my passion, technology, and apps. So guys, you know the God's honest truth. You've known since day one my intentions. That is reason number one why, guys, is I am so fully dedicated on this software to help you guys. I do not want to charge you $225 a month, $169 a month. I don't want to charge you $15 per new employee you add. I don't want to charge you an arm and a leg. I have other special things and tools that you can add on that will cost more, But for the core system, it's not going to be an arm and a leg. And I'm here to bring value with my software to help you guys. This is going to be quality software at a good price. And there's going to be awesome things coming in the future. More features in the future. So, we're launching alpha, then beta. We're going to go public in the summer. And I have so much to share with you guys at the event streaming on YouTube is going to blow your guys' mind. I'm giving away a bunch of stuff to promote the software, but I'm also dropping some really amazing stuff that you guys are going to find incredible. Reason number 2, guys. Number 2 and number 3 run into why I didn't just keep it, let it run and make me money. Number 2, credit. I could not for the life of me get me and my girls' credit to an appropriate score that I could get approved for more trucks. I had to keep buying these not beat up, but used trucks. These trucks, I put in the side ladders, I put in the side ramps, I put on the racks on top, I installed backup cameras, I installed cameras in the front and the dash cams that go front and go out with the LTE modules. I installed a new speaker system with Bluetooth so they can listen to music. The upgrades, I spent 20 grand. Then they started breaking down throughout the year. That cost me another 20 grand in cash. So I said, never again. I cannot risk it with employees because they need dependable vehicles. So the credit just kept holding me back. If I had good credit, this would be a different story. Both trucks need a credit card. I have a $300 credit limit. I have to pay down the credit card constantly. The employees are calling me constantly, Andrew, you got to pay the credit every day. Andrew, we got declined at the dump. You got to pay the credit card down. And this is between 2 trucks, guys. And I know what you're saying. Andrew, increase your limit. Get a secured credit card. Okay, yes, I did end up getting a secured credit card. And I got one secured credit card on this truck. And it helps. But the thing is they hit the limit again anyways. It's the same cycle over and over, guys. So not only can I not get a new truck to scale, I'm running into all these credit card problems with the employees. For me to have 2 locations running for it to make sense, if I can't at least get another truck, I should be the ops manager because I'm just burning $6 grand a month paying him when it doesn't make sense to have an ops manager when you only have 2 trucks. You're burning too much into your profits. And it's just getting frustrating because here I am trying to scale the company and I can't, which leads into number 3. Let's say I did have the credit. I had a couple options to weigh out. I can keep scaling this business. But I realized home services businesses, they're great, especially when you need to make some money. I talked about in the dark side of junk removal, there's always a way. There's an entrepreneur who could probably do this 10 times better than me and get to it without credit. But I'm telling you, going from 1 million in gross sales to 3 million is another challenge in itself. It takes time, it takes credit, it takes capital. Now, if I had played all my cards right and I didn't go through $40,000 of expenses and I didn't hire an ops manager and just start burning 70, 80 grand a year ops manager, and I lived in a less expensive place and I just lived way below my means, I would be papered up and I could buy $100,000 dump trucks in cash. I didn't want to take that route. It takes too long to scale to get from 1 to 3 and then from 3 to 10. If you want to get to $1 billion, $100 million in this industry, it's going to take me a long time. And I have aspirations to build a very big company. That's just what my ultimate dream is to build something big. For example, I got into junk removal and I enjoyed it. I loved building the business, but it was slow. And I'm my last startup 7 years ago with my partner, we raised $2 million. We had 10 employees, programmers and everything, a fitness app. I tried Gypsy, COVID hit, tanked. I've been doing junk removal for now 2 years and 4 months and it went great. I sold it. I'm still proud of the stuff that I've done, but the moment that I'm waiting for is when I build something a little bigger. I'm trying to hit that 10, 20, 100 million, 1 billion. I don't like to throw the 1 billion thing out there because every fucking kid on TikTok is I'm going to be a billion. The thing is I'm really trying to build something big. It's not the dollar sign that I'm going for. It's the being proud of building something that serves so many people. And there's only one way to get there. In my eyes, the quickest way for me is tech because I'm born and raised with tech. To recap, guys, the why. Number 1 is software is the one and only reason. If these other reasons didn't exist, I would still have done it for software. Number 2, credit is holding me back really bad. 3 is the time it takes to scale. And I guess you can ask this question right now is, Andrew, why didn't you let it run and just collect the, okay, let's say I kept the ops manager on board. I take on a bad month, 5,000 profit, on a good month, 15,000. And without him, if you subtract the 6K and I run the business, on a bad month, 10, on a good month, 25. That's profit, because I'll do 100 grand on that, but that's after like payroll taxes and ads and all that stuff. Somewhere between 10 and 25 grand, the ebbs and the flow of junk removal, right? Reason number one, I can't do ops, man. I can't do ops in this business anymore because it's not possible for me to run my software company. I can't juggle both. It's just not possible. Once the companies get running and they're fully automatic, sure, you can run multiple companies once you build one and you have a CEO in place or a manager in place and you're just the CEO and you just make executive decisions. Sure, that's how people run multiple companies, is they build it, get it running, or they have so much capital they can build a second company. Okay, Andrew, I understand that reason. You can't do option number one because I understand you can't run operations in junk removal and build your dream app. So why don't you, Andrew, just keep Chad? But like I said, we're not supposed to have an ops manager with only 2 trucks. I should be ops. It would be nice to collect just the 4,000 a month, or on a good month, 10,000, even with Chad running everything, but it wasn't that simple. I tried. My credit still haunted me. Every 2 weeks, I'm still, verifying payroll. Like, even though he's doing it, it still was consuming my brain. And then the truck would break down. The employee got in a car wreck. So even though I wasn't the ops manager, it was still too hard for me to mentally check out and focus on my software. So I cashed out, took a nice paycheck. Now I can finally focus on software. Those are the issues that I was dealing with, guys. And I know some of you might be like, Andrew, why didn't you do this or do that? Or, get an investor, find a good friend with credit. I fucking tried, guys. I tried. The couple people that did have good credit, I didn't want to partner with. I had the numbers and the data and the proof and the income to show them, but they still wanted astronomical just for me using their credit. It just wasn't worth it. What does this mean? This means the most incredible software is coming, and I am so excited. We have a lot of awesome features coming. It's going to be an alpha, so it's not going to be packed with every feature yet, but you guys are going to be the guinea pigs that help me turn this into what it can be and what it will be. I have a lot of awesome stuff coming to this software that it's going to take probably the entirety of the year to build it out fully with everything, but it's going to be incredible, guys. The other thing I want to mention, guys, is I sold a business that I built in 2 years. Honestly, the broker told me you're not going to get nearly as much as it's worth until you hit the 5-year mark. SBA requires 3 years to even be considered for them to get approved with SBA loans. We tried, and it was just not worth it because I was 2 years in business. It looks sketchy when you're trying to sell in 2 years. Because the buyers start like, why is he getting out of it? These kind of businesses, home service businesses, brick and mortar, they want to see history. So the fact that I was able to sell a 2-year-old business and profit and sell it for as much as I did, and yes, it was way into the 6 figures, this was a great success. We will talk about the numbers later, and I will show all the numbers, how much I made, the learning lessons, the taxes I had to do, the P&Ls, the balance sheets, the emails between us, and dealing with buyers. I'll redact all the sensitive information, but that video will definitely be coming. And how you can build a sellable asset, how you can build a sellable business. So in case one day you're just like, hey, I want to sell it, cash out, move on to the next thing. So I'll do that video. And then I still need to do a breakdown of 2023, my income and expenses. I'll do that video too. I'm still going to be here pushing out content all the time. Lessons learned, sharing even bigger secrets now. I'm excited, guys. That's all I can say is I ain't going anywhere. I'm posting every week still. I'm going to be posting junk removal content. You're also going to get more CRM content on how you can use CRMs, my CRM, to blow your business up, to manage your business. I'm going to show and compare my CRM against everybody else. So much more content is going to be coming because of this. I'm going to be able to focus fully on my software and fully on dispatch. The plan moving forward, guys, you may have seen me talk about Jedi cleaners. Maybe you are asking, okay, how can you do Jedi cleaners, but you couldn't do Jedi junk removal? Jedi cleaners is going to be a small little test. I'm going to just hire a couple people, learn the cleaning business. They're driving around in their cars. I'm not going to be dealing with truck maintenance and credit cards and all power tools and people getting hurt and breaking their legs. I'm getting into the cleaning industry to understand it, to learn it. I want to tailor to the cleaning industry next. because I know in junk removal I got asked a lot. So follow me on my journey on the other channel here if you want to see the behind the scenes of building the cleaning business and building Dispatch and just my entrepreneurship journey in general, behind the scenes, family stuff, whatever, check it out. But guys, that is the plan moving forward. I will be here full time teaching you guys, helping you guys out. I'm not gonna turn into a mentor or anything like that. I still have my course. It's the best course out there for the lowest price. You can still pick that up, and I might throw some updates in there. But if you wanna get into junk removal, guys, I still stand by everything I have. I'm not gonna be pushing out high ticket courses. I'm not gonna be doing any of that stuff. I am focusing on my software only, showing the behind the scenes with Jedi Cleaner so you guys can learn. And then I'll do comparison videos. I'll tell you cleaning versus junk, all the learning lessons that I learned. I hope that answers all of your guys' questions. If you had questions, why I quit junk removal. I may have quit junk removal in the field, but I'll still be here with you guys off the field. And I leave you guys with this. Success is often covered in dirt, but so was gold at one point. Toodles! Whoosh. Let's tell you my story real quick. I've always been a software engineer my entire life. I started programming when I was 10 years old, but I started with HTML on AOL 3.0, and they would teach you basic HTML tags. So I was learning this shit at 10 or 11 years old. Then I just slowly progressed and started building more websites, learning PHP, learning databases like MySQL and all that stuff. The last app that I was working on was a travel app. I raised $150,000 from investors, and that was actually right before COVID hit. It was a travel app meant to travel with friends across the world, the globe, and they didn't even want you to hang out with your family. I kept telling the investors, it's gotta go away someday. I have the app semi-ready to go. You know, we wanted to start doing beta testing, but nobody wanted to fly, let alone pay for this new experimental travel app that I was trying to show to the world. Me and my lady had our second kid, newborn, and we're burning down to our last few $1,000s. And it's getting to a point where I'm like, we need money now. So one of my friends I was talking to, he's like, dude, I used to do junk removal. I looked into it, I Googled it, I found Sonoma Strong, $1,000 a day, Steve Conroy, $1,000 a day, $2,000 a day, and I was like, $1,000 a day. Started with Thumbtack, started with Craigslist, got to Google Ads probably by month one or like the end of month one, month two, I think. Went from 200 a day to 500 a day to 1,000 a day. From there, it's just been incredible. This is a great industry. If you're stuck and you need to figure out how to make some extra money, you can grow this into a very profitable business. You can do very well for yourself. I'm doing very well for myself. It takes a lot of work outside of the labor part, the marketing part, the hiring part. Everything is hard. It has potential. It is a very easy-ish, predictable path to make money. The service industry is so much easier to get into because it requires just your time, and everybody's gonna need this service, okay? You trade your time for money. It doesn't matter if it's landscaping, moving, junk removal. There are so many home services that you can get into that don't require a skill. People need this home service. So getting into the services business is a very safe, predictable, slow growth path, but very doable. That is the beautiful thing about junk removal. So guys, if you want to check out the course and you want your A to Z on how to build a junk removal business, check it out in the link below.